All I need is a little more power, power, power. All I need is a little more power, power. Hey, how's everybody doing? You got the power. That's right. Know what to do with your power. Today's broadcast, first of all, let me back up. Today's broadcast, I want to say thank you very much for joining in to another broadcast of the Pinnacle with DLD. And I am your host, Donald L. Dowrich Jr. That's right. And I am so thankful, so blessed to be able to be here with you once again. Today's broadcast is no other than Power Up. Yes, that's right. Power Up. And when I say power up, I'm not talking about lifting. No, I'm not talking about weightlifting. I'm talking about powering up you and your greatness. I'm talking about powering up your heart. You know how your heart is. You know what your heart does. You know why we have a heart. That's right. We have a heart because the heart is the main vehicle of our body. The heart is, if you will, the motor in your expensive vehicle. That's right. That expensive vehicle that you have sitting in your garage, that you have sitting outside, the one that you take time to go and peek out the window and look at and says, wow, how beautiful, how awesome. I can't wait to get in and drive. Well, your heart is basically the motor to who you are. Your heart is the engine of you. So every day you have the opportunity, guess what? Power up with your heart, power up with true meaning, power up with the gift, power up with the opportunity, power up with what? Ambition. And don't allow others to step in your way to what? Steal your thunder, to steal your ambition. We have a lot of people who they say have heart. A lot of people have a heart, but they don't use the heart. Wait a minute, where's the scarecrow at? Where is the Wizard of Oz? I do not have a heart. I'm so scared. Well, guess what? Today is the realization of who you really are, and it is how you power up. Today is a great moment in your time, in your mind, in your exploratory avenue of your space. It is the first beginning of how you are. As a matter of fact, how are you? Are you great? Are you awesome? Or are you just toting along? Are you just going along to get along? Are you just here? Are you just the type of person that wakes up and says, oh man, I'm still here. I didn't die last night? Well, guess what? Push all that aside. Go into the cabinet or closet, if you will, get the broom and get the dustpan, because now it's time to clean it all up and wash away all that is what attempting to stop you and take your strength. Hey, how many of y'all remember Popeye? You know what Popeye did? Popeye, he opened up that can and he squashed it with all that spinach. And then he began to sing, I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Well, who are you? You are a part of this historical track. You are a part of this life. You are a part of history. You are someone of greatness. You are someone of not attitude. See, when you talk about attitude, attitude fluctuates. One minute you're happy, one minute you're sad, one minute you want to hurt somebody, one minute you're cussing somebody out. Well, altitude, and trust me, you just don't be born and all of a sudden you're on altitude. No, you have to go through it. I cannot falsify that. You have to go through, and trust me, building that ladder, if you will, building that building, building that cathedral, whatever you want to call it, to eventually emerge on altitude. It consists of a lot of sweat and tears. Sometimes it could be backbreaking. Sometimes it could just have you sitting on your couch in a laid back position. Sometimes it can have you in your bed, not wanting to get out your bed. Sometimes it will have you in the mode where I give up, I quit, and especially when you're right there at the door. When you're right there at the door, that's when you feel like, what the heck? What am I doing? I just want to quit. I just want to give up. I just want to say it won't work. Well, that's when you know you're on to something. That's when that door is about to open. That's when you're about to crack that safe. That's when you're about to put your hand on the prize. That's when and I'm sure you've had that moment. Yes, yes. So altitude, it takes you there. And when you're on altitude, ladies and gentlemen, we are now flying 5,000 feet above ground on altitude. Altitude is knowing how to ride. Back in the days, we had what was called Reaganomics. Well, altitude, it allows you to ride through the hard time on one temperament. I can. This is only going to last for a few minutes. Few minutes can be a day. Few minutes can be, yes, it can be 6 months. Few minutes can be a year. But like they say, and like it is written in the Bible, joy comes in the morning. We just got to be prepared for the morning when it comes. Because wait a minute, it may not be that next morning. So trust me, don't hurry on to go to sleep. And don't give up your day because you feel like, oh well, this bad dream is going to be over, and the newness is going to begin tomorrow morning. We don't know the morning, just like we don't know the day, our last breath. We don't know that. But in the meantime, we have to continue. You have to continue to work your way up that ladder towards that altitude. So you will know how to positively, optimistically deal with this thing called life that is always coming at us at full thrust. It's always coming, just like a cobra. Yeah, coming to snatch you. So you got to be prepared, and you always have to be on guard. That's why it's power up. It's just like when you power up your phone. It's just like when you power up your laptop. It's just like when you power up, when you hit that switch for your lights to come on. That's basically powering up. So what switch are you hitting to power you up? As you travel the byways of your life, make a strong effort to inject. I just had something popped in my head. Inject. During COVID, it was said on national TV, CNN, that you can overcome COVID. All you have to do is get your bottle of Lysol and bleach. And that's right, inject it in and rest. In a day or so, you will be powered up. Well, I'm so glad that many people did not drink that syrup, because you're right. They would have been powered up all right. They would have been powered out, O-U-T, in a position that they would have been past tense. They would have been talked about in a past tense. And this is no pun. Please, I'm not making light of all the unfortunate people that we lost during COVID. But I am saying that inject positivity within yourself. How do you inject positivity into yourself? Well, A, be determined of what you want to do with you. B, surround yourself with people who are living on positive, who are doing what you would like to do. And I mean legally doing what you would like to do. Yes, I'm going to put a book up here. And this is, yes, well, I don't know if you can see. Yes, this is my book, The Power of Being a Winner. But you don't have to read that book, even though I wish you would. But there are many books that you can read to imply, okay? Audio, put on audio while you're driving, listening to positivity. Oh, yeah, there's positive music that you can listen to as well. And I'll be the first to tell you, I do love music. I love music. Sweet, sweet music. That's the OJs, if you will. So I do listen to music. I listen to rap. I listen to today's hip hop. You know, a lot of it is not my flavor, but I listen to it. You see what I'm saying? Because I want to stay up on what's going on around me. I want to know what's going on around me so I can be be in tune to what's going on around you. I mean, don't be afraid to step out of your element. Be uncomfortable. Don't allow yourself to get comfortable. The worst thing we can do is allow ourselves to get comfortable, allow ourselves to get laid back, to allow ourselves to get into a position where we feel like it's done. We don't have to do anything anymore. That's just like graduating from high school, graduating from high school. A lot of people don't even know that when you go to a graduation, it's a commencement. It's the end of one and the beginning of another. So please don't get into a position where you have your commencement, but the only thing about it is you quit and you don't turn the channel to something new. So you always got to be switching those channels. You always got to be in tune. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm doing this like the old school TV, but you got to be, if you want to use a remote, you see what I'm saying? If you want to use a remote, then hey, you got to know how to use the remote to your advantage. To put on what? Inspiring stories. I mean, the TV. My boy Lamar Kendrick, he says it straight up. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. It is stated that 28 hours a week or even more because of the many channels we have, and we have cable network. I mean, just tons of channels that we can float through. Well, guess what? Hendrix said to himself, turn the TV off, turn the TV off, and explore within you. Explore all the great things that life has to offer for us. Okay, financially, you may not be able to travel. Well, I'm talking to you through a laptop. And on that laptop is the wide world net. That means that you can travel wherever you would like to go. Africa, Australia, Argentina, Puerto Rico, you name it, Russia. You can go there right through the screen and never have to leave your house. You want to pick up another language, all right? Spanish, Italian, Iranian, Chinese. I mean, it's there. All you have to do is explore. That's right. Step out of your element and explore all the wonderful things that are out there. The question is, how can you live in a city and never explore that city? The old movie, To Live and Die in LA, to live and die in your hood, to live and die in your community, to live and die in one place. That means you've given 80 years of your life, maybe 90 years of your life, maybe 100 years of your life, and unfortunately, you have never been on the other side of town. That's crazy, right? That's crazy, right? Or to live in a city and never travel outside of the city to explore all what is there awaiting you. Motivation is something. I mean, it is something. And when I say that, it takes me back to the first time I went to Atlanta, if you will. The first time I went to Atlanta, Georgia. And I went there for a conference. And this was back in, say, the 90s, okay? And when I went there, I saw so many progressive people. I was just like, wow, for real? I mean, they were progressive. I mean, they were driving nice cars. They were going to executive places, wonderful restaurants, and everything. And I traveled from Tampa, where I currently reside, to Atlanta. And then I left Atlanta, and then I wound up going to another city. I wound up going to another state, I'm going to another state, and I was just blown. Now, please take in mind that I was in the military, so yes, I traveled. So I did see a lot, but I didn't take in a lot. Ooh, I said something there. I saw a lot, but I didn't take in a lot. I saw a lot, but I didn't take in a lot. You see a lot, but do you take in a lot? You see what I'm saying? Because when you take in a lot, it powers you up. It's electricity to your membrane. That's right. It's electricity to your vocal. It's electricity to your vocabulary. It's vocal to your sight. Yeah, because it gives you the opportunity to see anew and to have a new perspective on everything that is presented to you. Power up. Are you powered up to understand how great you are and what you have to offer? So spread your ground. That's right, spread your ground. Now, I am not one who, even though it is protein and it's good for your body, your organs, or what have you, but I'm not one who is favored on peanut butter. Reasoning, because when I was a child, I was made to eat peanut butter like it was coming out of my ears. Kidney beans. I'm not favored with kidney beans because I was made to eat kidney beans, breakfast, lunch, and dinner coming through. So I pushed that away. But when you spread your ground, it's like Jiffy peanut butter without the peanuts. It just spreads on nice and smooth. And when you eat it, oh, when you chop on it, oh, when you what? Slice on it. You see what I'm saying? It's so energizing, so delicious, because now you are spreading your grounds, and now you are definitely starting to what? POWER space UP exclamation marks, powered up. That's right, to be able to what? Spread, because somebody is waiting on your arrival. Somebody is noticing you. Somebody has spot checked you. Somebody is scoping you because you have something they need. But you can't share what they need if you don't recognize it within yourself. If you don't stop to analyze what you have in yourself. If you don't have understanding of who you are, a lot of us, unfortunately, we don't have understanding of who we are. So we allow other people to have the understanding. And that's the worst mistake. That's the worst mistake, to give up your rights to somebody else to what? Dominate you throughout your life. That's right, because the life is not yours. Oh, I don't know if you got the word. I don't know if you got the word. I don't know if you got the word. Slavery is long over. Yes, I could be talking about slavery back in the 1700s, 1800s, but I'm not talking about that slavery. I'm talking about the slavery of allowing yourself to be half esteemed, half respected, half believing, half understanding of who you are. So when you're at the halfway mark, you're allowing others to fill that other half. And when you allow the other half, you get the bottom half of you. They get the upper half of you. So it stunts you. It keeps you in a bottle. It keeps you under the lid. It keeps you. And trust me, when it get into that type, when you're in that type of format, if you will, until you wake up and recognize your greatness, you will never be able to power up to your fullest. You will never be able to dun, 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 to fly out and become who you are intended to be. That's right, powered up. And I say that because I just went to see the new Superman movie, and man, let me tell you something. Ever since I was a child, I was what? A fan of Superman, and I still am at 68 years old, a fan of Superman. So being able to fly out of your element into a new zone and not dominate the zone, but be able to fit in so much so that you have offerings, so much so that you can bring the power that you have within you to make a difference, so much so that those who are awaiting your arrival, they are sitting at your footstool, they are listening with open ears. As a matter of fact, they are opening up their ears to take in every word. They are living on every word. They're eating on every syllable that you are putting out to them because of the fact that you have found your strength. And yes, now you are powered up. Dun, 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 dun. It's a bird. It's a plane. No. Who is it? Who is it? Is it Superman? No, it's you who is now powered up and ready to go. You are somebody on your path today. That's right. You are in a life changing situation, and that somebody is you. Trust me, don't live in regret anymore. This is your last day of regret. This is your last day of if I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Pull out that envelope, that guess what? That envelope that shows when you open it up, you are pulling out the best you. When you pull out the contents, it demonstrates how awesome you are. It demonstrates that guess what? You are on a path to make you even greater. And not only you, but once you recognize how great you are, you want to what? You want to share that greatness because now you can honestly look in that mirror. You can honestly look at you and say, hey, I am here, live and living in living color. So as I get ready to taper off, as I get ready to come to an end of this episode, which is episode 3, most definitely, I want to thank you for tuning in. Most definitely, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come into this episode of The Pinnacle with DLD. That's right, there it is. It's always on my chest with DLD, like the atom. That's right, giving energy to you. So continue to spread your ground. That's right. Continue to share your goodness, your knowledge, your wisdom. Continue to show some love. You see what I'm saying? Continue to challenge. Don't run away from the challenge. Continue to challenge because on the other side of that challenge is a whole new plateau. It's a whole new level. That means that once you done challenge and got over that challenge, that means that you have opened up the door of a world that you have not even begun to explore. You know, it's like a kid on Christmas morning. Wow, ooh, wow. And that's what it's about. When you know how to honestly power up and give you what you deserve and not allow others to take from you, not allow others to dominate you, not allow others to rent spots, rent apartments, rent space in your head. Because when you allow others to rent in your head, you don't even have time to think about what you should be doing. You don't even have time to rise up to the occasion. You might as well just be sitting way in the back in a corner, cuddled up, timid, scared. Why? 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 No, release. Release yourself and love yourself to the fullest. When you go through a lot of things in life, it comes to a point where choice. It comes to a point where we have to choose. It comes to the point where we have to reckon. It comes to the point where we have to recognize. And guess what? It's nobody else's fault. So don't go pointing the fingers. Don't play the blame game. Don't be the one who's looking off to the outer limits, but be the one who can stand tall in your space, stand tall in your shoes. That's right. Let people know you are here, that you are present, that you are on point, and that you have points to make, and that you are to be recognized for your greatness, that you are optimistically prepared, and you are optimistically standing tall. You are optimistically prepared to encounter all the greatness that is going to come to you. And trust me, when you recognize and you prepare, you will not quit. You will not throw in the white towel. You will not lay down. You will not say, hey, I'm shutting the door. If you're going to shut the door to what's not going to assist you in getting where you need to go. Shut the door to waste. Shut the door to issues that only come to hamper you. Open the door to the new you that is waiting to blast off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You may not make it there physically or in the mortal sense, but you'll make it there in the mental. You'll make it there in your heart. You'll make it because you are powered up. That's right. You will make it. But you got to believe first and foremost in you. You got to give you a chance. You got to give you the opportunity. You got to give you the love. And once you can give it to you, then you can give it to everybody else. Now, wait a minute. When I say all that, I'm not saying to lower you. I'm not saying to give away you. I'm not saying for a lesser word to be the sucker to somebody else. I'm not saying to set yourself up to be used. I am the first to tell you that I love to smile. I love to laugh. I love to compliment. Okay, all right. I love to tell corniness. All right. And people say I'm crazy. People say I done lost my last mind. But it's beautiful to hear all that because I let them know, even though you may say all that about me, but I have a space. And I beg you not to tamper with the space. You have a space. Don't allow people to tamper with your space. Protect your space at all points and all interests, because that's all you got, my friend. That's all you got. And when you understand your space and how valuable that space is, King Kong ain't got nothing on you because you're not giving it away for free. Free. You're protecting it with all your interests, with all your ability, with all your strength, with all your mental ability, with all your heart ability, because in the final analysis, that's all you got. I'm from the streets of New York. Word is bond, baby. That's all I got. Word is bond. All right. So, yo, my time is up. The clock on the wall said that's all. So in the meantime, as I disappear from your forefront, continue to stand tall, continue to have grace within yourself, and don't worry about nobody else, and don't never put yourself up on the shelf. Stand tall in all instances because you are number one, uno in your life, to you and to your grace. So with that said, thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of The Pinnacle with DLD. And as I always do, I move to the side so you can see. Wait a minute, let me move. That you are and that we bring winners to life. And this is your life. Thank you. I'm gone. Peace.